Hello. All right. So, we're back with leagues. It looks a little different because we're on a fresh account. But I wanted to try out a range build, and I wanted to see more regions and echo bosses. So, we'll be taking a couple different relics. We'll be taking entirely different regions. And we'll be going for a different combat style. And this time, we'll be starting from scratch, which will be nice because on the league's launch day, we had a bad case of the servers being super duper down and me slowly deteriorating in real time while waiting for them to come back up. So let's quickly complete the league's tutorial, which will be our first task. Or I guess opening the league's menu will be our first task. Go through this real quick. And then we're going to absolutely blaze through a early route. But I'll go over our plans first and foremost. This time we are going to be going Power Miner, but I'll take that in a second. Alright, so... as for our plans, right? We're going to be going ranged this time, which means... let me skip through the tutorial here. We will be working our way up towards having 100% range accuracy. We'll never miss. And we will always hit for a minimum percentage of our damage. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing everything that I can to maximize my damage output. As opposed to my main Leagues account, where I'm going to max the account, I'm going for Dragon Cup, etc., etc., this account is mostly just for fun. So our goals are Tier 6 Range Mastery, our full set of relics, and probably Inferno and a couple high invocation Tombs of Amascut raids. Spoilers, we'll be going Desert. And in general, just having some fun and seeing some of the other Echo bosses that I didn't get to see on my main account. So, in terms of our regions, it is hard to write with mouse. Wait, what is control? Huh? I can choose new colors? Mom lets me have 2 League accounts? It's true. I can choose other colors to draw with. I could... This is so much power. Whoa. Okay, so... let me find a good spot for our little canvas here. There we go. This wall will do behind, the castle. Actually, we'll just draw on the side of the, castle. RuneScape drawing stream when? I would need to set my tablet up with this. But anyway, so... our regions will be in order. We will be going Fremennik. So what Fremennik gives us, and if I open up the areas menu up here, Fremennik is up here and gives us access to lunar spells. It gives us access to god books, which will be important later when we're doing clues. It'll give us access to the Kingdom of Miscellanea, which will give us some early resource generation. And very importantly, it will give us access to the Echo Dagannoth Kings, which will give us the Emperor and Monarch jewelry, which both are very notable for having absurdly high range strength, which will contribute to our goal of simply dealing as much damage as humanly possible. There's a lot that's good in Fremennik that we'll go over once we get to the region, such as the Stonemason will be a invaluable asset to this account's progression, because there are a lot of points tied up in construction, and construction takes a lot of money to do very quickly. We will have a lot of money very quickly. After Fremennik, we will be going for the desert. Out here in the desert, this will be our raid region for this time around. We will get access to Temperos for fishing, which will be kind of okay. Not a huge necessity for us, really, but it is a method of training it. Tombs of Amascut is our raid region. That will give us access to potentially the best range weapon we'll have access to, the Twisted Bow. It will give us access to Masori armor, which gives some range strength, which will increase our damage further. It will also, importantly, give us access to fletching darts, which with Power Miner, which will be our first relic, that will work really, really, really well for us. Nomad 1v1 challenge run when? Can you refight Nomad in OSRS? I know you can fight Nomad in RS3 via, like, the Dominion Tower. But, anyway, we'll get access to fletching darts, which is going to be really, really, really nice for us. Ow. Why are you throwing things at me? I'm just trying to explain the route. Do you not want to hear about the route? Is that what this is? I have points to spend. Honestly, the most valid reason for throwing things at my head I have ever heard. So what darts will do is that provides us an extremely quick way of training fletching. Barrel. And fletching will give us access to dragon darts and dragon arrows and all sorts of other things like that, which will be really, really, really nice for giving us some power. Desert also gives us the Drygor Blowpipe, which I am pretty sure is going to be our go-to best-in-slot weapon for most of this run, more than likely. So with Desert out of the way, our last region has some choices, and this is... Oh no, the points are sitting there whispering to you like the Green Goblin mask, make the owl sleep. Don't do it, though. So, our last region, we have some options. I don't really want to pick duplicate regions, right? Like, I'm not entirely ruling it out as an option, but I'd like to largely avoid it just because I want this account to be an opportunity to see new Echo bosses and new regions. So the regions that I picked on my main are Korend, Varlamore, and Morytania. All of which have 3 things that would be really, really useful to this account's progression, but I'm going to roll them out for now. For our last region choice, we have some options here. We have Asgarnia, which is the primary choice. This gives us access to the illustrious Dog Sword, as well as some very, very, very good off-style armor in things like Torva and Bandos and other such things. It gives us access to our highest damage output ranged armor, being Void. It gives us access to upgraded Masori armor, which we get in Desert, but we upgrade using materials that we get in Asgarnia. It gives us access to probably our single best thieving method in the game via Ice Gloves, stealing from Tzar Her. it gives us just a lot of really useful things to work with here. So it's not necessarily any region that gives us anything completely absurd or game-breaking, but it gives us so many generally useful things and does give us technically our highest damage output ranged armor, even if that armor has basically no defense. Our other options are the Wilderness, which gives us really good early resource generation, lets us kill and be killed by other players, gives us some solid off-style mage options, and in general just gives a lot of very early power. It also gives us the best shield in the game, and a really good melee off-style weapon in the Khopesh. Hi, Kay. And we get to fight the King Black Dragon Echo. Wilderness doesn't do anything super specific for us, so I'm kind of ruling it out for now. Kandarin technically exists as a region. It gives us basically nothing useful and does almost nothing for us. However, what it does do for us is it lets us fight the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil Echo, which also doesn't give us anything useful and doesn't do anything useful for the account. However, the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil, because Kandarin is simply just not picked as a region by, I think current statistics are suggesting it is picked by like roughly 3% of all players have Kandarin as one of their 3 regions. This is the least killed Echo boss in the game. Not because it's hard, just because nobody has access to this region. So we could pick Kandarin as a joke and go for world record Thermonuclear Smoke Devil kills, which would probably be like 40 or 50 kills at this point, because so few people have killed it. With the last statistic batch they released, I think like less than 5,000 total kills have been done on the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. It does nothing for us. Kandarin would be a joke region. And our last region option that's actually a good one is Kandarin. Or Kandarin. No, not Kandarin. This would be Taronwyn. Taronwyn gives us access to an alternative blowpipe, which is still very good, but kind of overlaps with desert, so we don't get a huge benefit there. It gives us access to crystal armor, which is very good, and it gives us access to just a whole bunch of, like, generally useful things. Currently, the way that I'm leaning is probably Asgarnia. This will be for our last region regardless, so we don't need to pick this now. But I really like the idea of getting the dog sword. What the dog sword does is it is a god sword that has every god sword spec and uses them all at once. And that's kind of nice. Also, again, just gives us more of our best in slot, deal the most damage gear. So I think our final region tentatively will be Asgarnia. As for our relics, I'm going to be taking Power Miner because I do not want to bother with mining and smithing all that much on this account. And we are going to need both of those fairly high for our dart and bolt production. So we will simply take that now. Oh, I need to go over near the sage to unlock that. I moved too far away. As for our second relic, right now I'm leaning Dodgy Deals. It is a super easy 90, super easy 99. Generates a lot of useful resources for our account, especially for things like crafting and things like that. And just is really good for early progression. The alternative to it would be Friendly Forager, which would completely solve our need for herbs. Let me take a sip of water, too. Maybe my voice isn't as back as I thought it was. So, Friendly Forager would give us a large surplus of herbs, and will give us a 90% chance to not use up our secondary ingredients. So that would fix all of our herb lore needs in exchange for us not having the easy thieving methods. Currently, I'm leaning dodgy deals just because we have some really good thieving options in our regions that are available to us. And that will solve things like our early money supply until we get bankers or, whatchamacallit, Golden God later. It will give us a very large early EXP surplus, which will let us get some early tasks. As for our tier 3, there's really only one serious choice here, and that's Clue Compass. The other two are good, but Clue Compass is absolutely absurd. It's really strong, it's very useful, and has some incredibly powerful teleports with our region choices. Our next tier is between Golden God Reloaded and Equilibrium. Equilibrium will let us take any of these, so there is... or Reloaded will let us take any of these, rather. So there is the temptation to pick Reloaded and pick Friendly Forager and or Animal Wrangler. Golden God completely solves all of our money for the entire rest of this account's lifespan, and also gives us just 1 bajillion points from construction, which accelerates our account progression so much so quickly that I think for this account, it's probably the only real choice. And Equilibrium lets us crash our game by doing Chinchampas, because we'll get so many EXP drops at once that it causes the client to crash. For our next tier, after that, we have Treasure Arbiter, Production Master, and Slayer Master. Slayer Master I have on the other account. I think it's very fun. I think it's very good. We're not going Mauritania, so we don't get access to the Slayer Helm. We're not going Kourend or Wilderness, so we don't get access to the special keys. There's not really that much that Slayer Master does for this account in particular. So we'll probably skip over on Slayer Master. So it becomes between Treasure Arbiter and Production Master. Production Master lets us just process our entire inventory all at once. It makes a lot of training methods super quick. It's very, very, very comfy to use. It's really nice quality of life feeling. It just does a lot of really useful things. However, because we have access to making darts for fletching, and we have Power Miner for smithing and mining, I'm not super concerned about fletching, I'm not super concerned about smithing, and because this is an alt account, I'm not super concerned about maxing the account to begin with. To that end, I don't think we need Production Master, which leaves Treasure Arbiter as our likely pick here. What Treasure Arbiter does is it makes it so that clue scrolls drop at a 1 in 15 rate from anything that can drop them, which is almost everything. Makes it so that they will always give the maximum amount of rewards in the minimum amount of steps, and also allows us to bypass any and all requirements for things like costume and emote clues and stuff like that. Combined with Clue Compass, we can get a bajillion clues, and we can blaze through them super fast, and there are a ton of points tied up in clues, which accelerates this account's progress yet again, so I think that's our choice for there. Then we have Total Recall versus Banker's Note. I am unsure on this. We do have some instance content in the Tombs of Amascut and in the Inferno that Banker's Note would help us with. However, we also have God Wars Dungeon, which is non-instance content, and we have access to things like the Zarite Crossbow and stuff that are really good spec weapons. So this one I'm entirely unsure of yet. I'm tempted to take Total Recall just because I took Banker's Note on my other account. And thus we'd get to play with the other fun game-breaking side of things. For this one, between Pocket Kingdom, Grimoire, and Overgrown, all three are fairly useful. I took Overgrown on my other account, so I'm not going to take it on this one. We have access to the base Kingdom of Miscellanea, so I'm not going to bother taking Pocket Kingdom. I will hydrate again. Thank you, Cat. And Grimoire, importantly, ups our damage. That's all we care about, is our big damage. So we're taking Grimoire. If we take Total Recall, that basically gives us Specialist for free in most places that matter. Guardian is mathematically pretty good, but kind of boring. And Last Stand is hilarious and lets us deal just big number. And all we care about is big number, so we're going Last Stand. So, our final relic path will be Power Miner, Dodgy Deals, Clue Compass, Golden God, Treasure Arbiter, Total Recall, Grimoire, and Last Stand. As for our combat masteries, that's easy. We go ranged, 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 and then we don't care about the rest, but probably melee because we're going to have the Dog Sword. And the Dog Sword is very funny. Oh no, it reset all of my keybinds. Ah! That's fine. That's fine. That's not going to mess me up at all through the entire rest of the course of things here. Let me fix the display here, too. There we go. Okay, so we need to get through our early tasks to unlock our next region, which will be Fremennik. So let us grab our relic here. And there we go, we have Power Miner. So now we need to speed through and get our early tasks. One super easy early task that we can do is we can equip this, and we can go smashing, and that will be perform a special attack, giving us 10 whole points. We can equip our Draman Staff. We will put it on defensive, because we will be needing that momentarily, and that is currently our best weapon. Now then, we'll need our early tasks. I know Pickpocket is a task. We'll come back for the 28 pouch, or 28, wait, I need to... All settings, drop. Shift click to drop items. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Claim those runes. Pick our other runes back up. Do Cook's Assistant. Yeah, that's one. We'll need to dance in a graveyard, otherwise known as a raveyard. So we will do that. We'll turn a prayer on so we can restore some prayer points, which I think might be a task. It might be a certain amount. We need to visit Death's Domain is a task, I know. We'll wait for our prayer to deplete here and see. Come on. Come on. There we go. We could go to Barbarian Village real quick, so let's do that. We'll teleport out that way. We will mine some tin ore real quick. That will get us our first level up. That will get us our first level 5. And I think our first level 10 is also one here. So we will quickly hit level 10 mining. Let's grab a beer off the table and drink a beer in the long haul. We are going to need probably some food to get through the Stronghold of Security because we are joining late into the league. Hello, Chaika. So we will grab some of that meat and we will quickly pop down into the entrance here. And let's kill a rat for a point. Now we gotta kill a goblin holding a spear. Our hardest PVM challenge yet. We've got it on the ropes. On the upside, this is giving us some pretty good magic EXP. With any luck, this goblin will immediately drop for us a chef hat on the first kill, because that would save us some time later on in my little route here, but it's unlikely. A single coin. I think burying bones is a task. So we buried some bones. Let's get our defense up a little bit. Shouldn't take all that long. We only need probably like maybe level 5-ish. I mostly just want us to get enough oomph here that we can get through the stronghold fairly easily. It might have been a wise decision to go through and mine some copper and quickly make ourselves some bronze armor, because that would take very little time. But we'll see how it goes. Because we only have the 2 meat and 1 bread and some shrimp as our healing item. And that's not that much for how hard some of the stuff in here can hit us. Ideally, we should only be taking 1 or 2 attacks from most things in here on the later floors. Our defense is level 6. We'll quickly take it up a couple more levels here. The rats can't really hit us back, so it's free EXP. Alright, now let's see if I can remember the route through the Stronghold of Security here. Think we go up and around? Yeah. And this should get us a nice little pair of fancy boots. So a couple coins to work with early on, and more importantly, some more points. Yeah, we get our little gay rainbow boots. Very fitting for me. Did I actually claim the Gift of Peace? Yeah, okay, there we go. Yes, I know that it may be dangerous down there. So for this one, the safest route, I think, is to just sprint past the zombies here. With any luck, we'll take minimal damage. Alright, so this floor we've done safely. The floor that I'm worried about is we will have to run past some Anko on the lower floor, and they can hit, I think for like an 8 or a 9. They can hit pretty hard. And because we're so low level and our defensive bonuses are so low, there's a decent chance that we will just get punched in the face and die. If we do, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that many points. To get to this one, we need to get to that door, so we'll go this way. The giant spiders can hit pretty hard too, but we shouldn't have to really path past that many of them. I think we only take one hit here, potentially. Ow, that was a 6. And a 2. They tapped us twice going through that door. That was very, very rude. Put our defensive prayer on. Sprint. Go. Let's go. Ow. No. Alright. Our health could be better, but we're almost there. This is so much more stressful later in the league. Alright, so now we're on the dangerous floor. So the skeletons are kind of a long run. I think basically everything on the next 2 floors can potentially just kill us. The ghosts can hit very hard, the Ankos can kill very hard. Or rather, not next 2 floors. This is the last floor, I believe. So this is our moment of truth. We'll be sprinting through this room. We gotta get from this door to this door without simply dying. Actually, we're the best PVM gods who ever existed. We are fine. Now we will simply rob some boots from a baby. Do we want to get the fancy boots, the fighting boots, or the fancier boots? Vote now on your phones. Fancier came first, and so there we go. We are dripped out maximally. Now we can go this way. We will have plenty of coins to buy a cat, which we can then pet, which will then be another task. Because we need 72 tasks until our next area, 550 until our next relic. Grab a kitten. We got a little baby. Look at it. Look at that creature. Alright, little beast, we're putting you into a bank and never taking you back out. I know we need to do something with bronze, but I don't remember what. Where's the stray dog around here? Usually it's somewhere wandering in the area. It's fine, we'll get it elsewhere. We will need a steel full helm, which we can't buy there. Is the steel full helm a different shop? I forget where you get it. We'll need a staff of air. There's equip an elemental staff. We will need to buy a cape. We will need to buy some shears. We can buy a hammer while we're here. We can quickly grab an iron dagger, which will be a task. Oops. We can pet the stray dog. That's a task. We can pick a cabbage. That's a task. We can upset the homeless. That's a task. Where is... Where are they? No. Do not beat me to death. I am sorry. I know stealing from a tea stall is a task. We need to be level 5 to do that, so we will need to, we should have pickpocketed to level 5 while we were there. Where are they? They're usually right around here somewhere. Let's switch worlds. There we go. We will talk to this tramp. We will be mean unnecessarily. We will need a hat of some sort. The steel full helm, you buy that in Barbarian Village, don't you, actually? That's the store I was thinking of. I am not stingy, tramp. I am simply poor. We'll see if we can get our open 28 coin pouches simultaneously task here while we're at it. Assuming we don't get beaten to death for pickpocketing. I think the moral of this story that tramp should take away from this is if you don't have money, simply steal it from the person who is next to you who has just pouches of coins in their pockets. Alright, so we have some tea. We can go up to Granny and have her tell us a story. While we're here, let's train our attack up. I forget, I think this works until, like, level 10 attack? Level 8. Do the same for our strength. Maybe not. So we will be missing out on using the hat stand. I think there's a task for going to the barber shop. There's our story. Get ourselves a house. If only it were that easy. Just get punched by a couple ghosts, steal some boots from a baby, as well as 10,000 coins, and then just buy a house. Alright, there we go. We got our haircut. I know we need to go to the Rune Essence Mine. Actually, we'll save the Natural History quiz for later, because that will give more EXP once we have a higher EXP multiplier. A random event? Sure. I forget if this one's a task or not. The music in here is fun. Take another sip of water. Once we get to the Fremennik area, I'm not really sure what our task progression will be. Alright, nice. That was some points. Cool. Grab some bronze bars out real quick. Smith a steel plate body, equip some steel armor. Yeah, so we'll wait until we make a steel plate body. I am wondering if, instead of Fremennik, if maybe we should go desert first, but I'm not sure. Alright, so we'll need the hat stand, which is in one of the... There it is. I was about to say, I know it's in one of the houses down here. May as well take our helmet back. Let's close that door so we don't get beaten to death. Buy like 200-ish mind runes. Buy some fire runes while we're at it. Then we will teleport to the Essence Mine, which is a task. Mine some essence. I don't know how many... Craft 200 essence into runes. Mine 25 pure essence. So we will mine our 25 pure essence real quick. Because that should take us hardly any time at all. We've definitely mined more than 25 of it, but sure. Let's see. After that, we'll need some red berries. We'll need to shear a sheep. We should be able to pick a pineapple fairly easily on Karamja. Oh, our mining level's not high enough to mine pure essence. We're getting just regular rune essence. That's why, right. I forgot about that. We can mine pure essence at level 30 mining, so we'll come back. Not that that's taking us particularly long there, but... Can we go out the south door of Varrock without a wizard obliterating us? Home free. We'll mine some iron. Because that will get us to level 30 in no time. Is mining clay a task? I got a gem while mining. Nice. And we got the cut a sapphire task. Also nice. Total level 100. I love early leagues because the points just roll in so quickly. Like, we're almost to our next relic, at which point we can take dodgy deals and super accelerate things. I think we can buy a rake and rake that patch, and that's another task. Yeah, let me go to this, because it's even more slightly faster. And we also get some nice steel bar gains from this. Mine 50 iron ore. That's another task. Out of the way. We'll hit our 30 mining here. We will quickly buy a rake. We will step to the other side of the patch so that we do not get murdered by that NPC there. We will rake that for some more points. And then we will sprint down this way and hopefully give the wizards a wide enough berth that they do not just kill us. I know we need some wheat for some flour later. We will need to kill a ram, and we will need to shear some sheep. Alright, so that's that out of the way. We will grab 4 bundles of wool. We can come back for the 20 bundles that we'll need later. You know, later. I forget if there's a task to mine here, but I think there is. That's Kadava berries, red berry. We need 3 of these, I believe. Drop the bronze sword. Mine some copper ore was a task. There we go. That's an easy task in the Varrock area. I think killing a giant rat is a task. The Draman Staff will give us way higher damage output than our Iron Dagger, so we will do that. Now what else do we have? I know we'll need to chop and burn some logs, so we can do that here. Alright, so there's some logs. Let's light these logs up. Let us teleport out to Karamja. We're speeding along here, so that's kind of nice. We need to kill a snake. We're struggling. Also, look at the plant is obscuring our immaculate drip, but I assure you, our drip game is on point. We can go into our house in build mode as a task, I believe. We can get a pineapple. We need to enter the Brimhaven dungeon. I know that's a task. Pay Sanibak. We can't quite mine the gold yet. There's that. Now we'll go up this way to the charter crew members, and we will buy ourselves a knife. I don't need the rake on me right now, so I'll drop that. Buy a knife. Is there anything else I need while I'm here? I think I probably need a fishing rod? I'm gonna drop the earth and the body runes for space. Do this. Let's go to the bank here real quick. We'll put our air staff in. We'll put our axe in, we'll put our tinderbox in, we'll put our red berries, our wheat we can get back. Our shears we won't need for a minute. Is there a task to cut a pineapple or just make a pineapple pizza? So we'll cut that into slices for now. Deposit all of those. We need our tinderbox back, actually. 57 steel bars already? Nice. So our smithing and crafting is going to go very well. We need a torch. We can light our torch. We'll hold on to that in case we need to go to the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, which I think there's some tasks that we have. We'll buy a fishing rod and some bait. We will teleport back to Karamja Lodestone. We will go fill a crate with bananas. We will eat a banana. And then I think we loop back to Lumbridge and continue our route there. We're real close to dodgy deals. Anytime I see an imp, I will simply kill the imp. Unless it teleports a million miles away, in which case, whatever. Give the 200 coin entrance fee. We will go down there. Ouch. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get to this or not. Will we be able to get out of here is the question. Oh, wait. We actually do want to go back down there and get that ticket. Climb down. No. No! Alright, whatever. I was about to say, I don't want to wait until the ticket goes right to the thing next to the thing. And then it went right to the thing next to the thing as I went out. Oh well. Okay, the imps are going to be very rude and just teleport away from us, so we will not bother. Dang it, that would have been easy points. I'll be back for you, Brimhaven Agility course. There we go. We picked up a bunch of pieces of seaweed that were definitely different pieces of seaweed for that achievement diary task. And definitely not just the same piece of seaweed multiple times. Gotta go worky? Oh no. Enjoy work. We'll eat banana now. We could probably take care of our fishing task while we're here on the pier, but I'll just do that outside of Lumbridge, because I need to head that way anyway. Gotta do this. Fill the crate. Why are you throwing barrels at me?
It's a barrel.
Ow! Those hurt. They're heavy, and they're hard. Some of them have fake PNG backgrounds. Those are very sharp, you know. Why is it 2 barrels per redeem? Because of the workaround that I had to do to get it working with Touch Portal when Twitch's authentication servers were down for a while, and then I just never fixed it. So now everybody gets 2 barrels per barrel. That's even more barrel per barrel. Alright, we caught us some shrimp. Now we will home teleport back to Lumbridge. Hans, where are you? There's Hans. Erase our region choices there. We'll go up this staircase. We will spin our wool. We will get a anti-dragon shield. We will drop our wooden shield. We will do this. We will go ask for a quest from Bob. We will buy a steel axe while we're there. You're very close to 69,000 points. I should change the go to sleep redeem to be that many points. I asked for a quest. We need a second log. We also need to... We got the kill a giant rat, actually, already. So I'll need a second log. Then I'll make some arrow shafts.
It's a barrel.
I dropped my bronze axe. I don't have an axe with which I have the woodcutting level to use. Back up to Bob's axe as we go. You could redeem it, or you could redeem so many barrels instead. How many barrels could you redeem? It's a lot of barrels.
Looks like a barrel.
We'll need one more shrimp to cook the shrimp. Probably more than one more shrimp to cook the shrimp, to be honest, just because, we're very likely... Well, actually, yeah, we'll need several shrimp, because we need to burn some food as well. That's a lot of barrels. And yet, still fewer barrels than dolphins that were thrown at me that one time. Ba, 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 ba. We'll quickly fish up to, like, level 5 fishing. That's actually what they talk about when they mean DPS. It's dolphins per second. And it causes some powerful chemistry in the brain where it releases large amounts of endorphins. I have a lot of projects I need to revisit. On the upside, now that I'm back to streaming, there's a lot of fun things I can do. Have I cleared stage 3? No, but I did get slightly further than I've ever gotten a couple weeks ago. Because I just opened it up on a whim and started throwing myself at it. Alright, now we have to murder a frog in cold blood. So, unironically, Passel, Avery Alexandria fights a bunch of Totsugekis and dies the game by Passel, age 3, is far more difficult than I have ever had with any Souls game. Genuinely a harder game. There we go, kill a frog. Light these logs. Hopefully we burn exactly one of these shrimp. Burn some food. There we go. There's cooked shrimp. That's some more points. We need to equip our Draman staff. We go into Zenaris. We grab the egg. We'll buy a candle. Actually, we need to go back into Zenaris. I should visit a Slayer Master while I'm here. We can unlock a new relic. Nice. Let's get dodgy deals. What pickpocket tasks do we have? Pickpocket, a citizen. Let's do unlocked. Incomplete. So, Master Farmer, a Ham member, Varrock Guard, and a Bullseye Lantern. We don't really have the option to do most of those yet, so... Cheldar, give me an assignment, please. Now, we will need a spiny helmet. So there's those. Forget if entering Puro Puro is a task. Need Hunter 17 to get into there. Okay. Head out here. I forgot to get level 5 fishing first. Whoops. That's fine. We will just skip that task. We got enough incidental points elsewhere. We will need a second pot. We will need a cake tin. And we can, for now, what's our woodcutting at? 3? Let's get our woodcutting up to 5 so we can use this steel axe. Because then we can save some more inventory space. I don't think we need our tinderbox right now, but... Forget if we even need the cake tin for Cook's Assistant. I don't think we do. I'm gonna drop that for inventory space. Alright, woodcutting level 10. We can now use our steel axe. So, we need to kill a cow. High intensity gameplay. We will need the raw beef. We need to beat a chicken to death with our bare hands. We need to pick and eat an onion. We need 2 more onions for yellow dye. We need to chop the potato tree over there, so we'll do that. There's onions upstairs in the general store, but there's also just right behind the little, like, wheat field. Where was the other thing that I dropped? Where'd that onion go? There it is. I dropped it under the potato. Now we need to search a haystack. Until we find a needle. Alright, there we go. Got our needle from the haystack. I forgot to milk the cow before going, so I will do that. I also need to cry in a wheat field. Cry in a wheat field. Let's quickly go up, make 2 flour. We're almost to our second region. Nice. What was the other thing that I dropped here? It was a tinderbox and something else, wasn't it? Oh, my small fishing net. No, I will take that back, because I want 5 fishing. I don't think I need the candle. I do need to milk a dairy cow. Now we go down towards Draenor. Well, let's get these onions out of our inventory so that we have some more space. Right. Some yellow dye. Do this. I made the yellow dye instead of mixing it with the red dye. Whoops. Oh well, we'll insult her for a task real quick. Start Vampire Slayer. Open the cupboard. Grab some garlic. We'll have Ned make us some rope. Oh, wait. Do this. Alright, so there's that. Now we need our forestry kit. We will wear our forestry kit. Get 5 fishing. Now we can take care of the Draenor agility course a little bit. I think 10 laps is a task, Mark of Grace is a task. And this should also just get us a couple levels while we're at it. And we should be well on our way to our second region. And once we get our next relic, I think, is when we get a... Yeah, that gives us more combat EXP. There's our Marks of Grace. And once we have that combat EXP, then we can start actually working on some other stuff. I know we need to burn some oak logs too, so let me do that real quick. And that should also get us chop some logs with a steel axe. I need 15 wood cutting. Let's get that real quick. We'll need some fire making levels too. Come on, light. There we go. Level 12 fire making. Pretty sure it's level 15 for burning oak. Yeah. So there's 15 wood cutting, so we can chop the oak logs. Now we just need the fire making for it. Level 14 fire making. Level 15 fire making. Chop down an oak tree. Sounds like a clock. Alright, there's some oak logs. Burn those real quick. Should I finish off the 10 laps of the agility course while I'm here? And it's a task, and it's levels. We already got 2 laps down. Might as well. It'll only take a second. We can catch a herring for some more points, I think, which is level 5 fishing. No, level 10. I did just say task. Hassel, that's the whole contrivance of the OSRS leagues. You have a gigantic list of hundreds of tasks to complete. And you have distinctly labeled regions. Among Us. OSRS Leagues is just Among Us. You have to do your tasks in the specific areas. What is complete 10 laps of the Draenor rooftop agility course, if not, you know, clear the air ducts? So there you go, Passel. This is the Among Us stream that you've been wanting. Our agility level's going to be like 30 by the time we're done getting our 10 laps. Then we'll need a Chronicle, we'll need some barley seeds, we will need to do that, we can turn in Cook's Assistant, we can make some bread. And at that point, we should have our next area unlocked. The Fremenic tasks, I actually have no idea what's even available, so we'll have to look once we unlock the area and see what easy stuff we have. Ideally, I would like to wait until we have Clue Compass before doing any like beginner clues or stuff like that, but I know we can pickpocket ham members for just huge quantities of them. The other big benefit to this specific setup here is because we'll be getting Asgardia eventually, we will get access to Sea Shanty 2. Oh, more Marks of Graces. We'll also get access to the Rogue's outfit, which will work really nicely with our Dodgy Deals pickpocketing. And Ice Gloves on Zarher. So we'll be in a very solid place, pickpocketing-wise. Which means probably, one of the tasks that we'll do is we'll just take care of the, like, 50 million thieving EXP task. And that should get us more than enough gems to do, like, 90 plus crafting or whatever we need for all of our crafting needs on this account. 8 laps. As for our combat masteries, we'll need to kill a giant. We'll need to kill 10 creatures with combat level over 100. We'll need to kill Scurious. We'll need to do fight caves. All of which should be relatively quick. Slayer requirement of 55 or more might take a little bit. Fight caves might take a tiny bit longer. Defeating Echo Boss might take a little bit. Because I don't think that Echo Dagonoth Kings is going to go particularly easily for us without having combat masteries or any gear. However, we should be in a decent place to at least get ourselves, like, starting gear and do Scurious and stuff like that. Alright, there's our 10 laps of the Draenor Agility course. We'll need some barley seeds. We'll need a Chronicle. We will need to bank these Marks of Graces for inventory space. We need 38? Yeah. Since a forestry event is here, we'll see if we can get contribution on this, because I think this is another, Ooh, there's a wizard here. They're gonna hurt. Thank you, high-level player, for being my savior. Shoutouts to Akkadbod for saving my life. Alright, there we go. That was a task. And some woodcutting EXP. We can deposit the enchanted gem. We need some barley seeds. Or wait, no, it's Olivia that we do this to, right? We trade her for seeds? I forget where to just buy level seeds. Yeah, there we go. I need 4 of these. And teleport over to Lumbee. A 20-hour roguelike run? Oh no. Alright, talk to the cook. Easy peasy. Use this bowl, get some water, use this, get some flour. And burn the bread. Rest in peace. Alright, so... we got our pickpocket 28. Let's do this. We'll go to our hops patch. Think we can make any canoe for a task. A rake, a seed dibber. Now we can can drop the weeds. We can plant the barley. I must be a level 3 farmer to plant those. I didn't plan this through. We'll have to rake the patch a little bit more to get the rest of the farming EXP. Shouldn't take that long, though. We can rake the other patch up here behind the Champions Guild, and that should speed things up a smidge. We'll need to make a plank. And I think it's just compost buckets to protect this patch. Three buckets. By 1, by 2, by 3. Protect our crops. Now, let's see. Now we'll need... We'll mine while we, wait here. That should be my first level 30, but I didn't get a task there, huh? We got ourselves a clue scroll while mining. That's a task. So we only need 5 tasks till our next region. I know we have a lot of, like, low-level fishing tasks. We can catch, sardines, we can catch a herring, we can catch some anchovies. We will get our first level 40 first, though. And then we need 36 thieving to steal a bullseye lantern. So we can do that at the ham members. That will get us a Guam, which should get us the clean that for an herb lore task. $39 mining. It's so fast with this relic. It's so nice. I don't have this relic on my other character. I have the hunter one. Though Hunter being super fast and convenient, as well as Fishing being super fast and convenient, is really nice. Alright, there's our first level 40. So we need to go into Varrock, into the sewers. And I think we can also do our natural history quiz here, which will get us Hunter and Slayer, because our EXP modifier should be fine. Wait, 8x? Yeah. And we don't get 12x until tier 5? Yeah, tier 5. So let's do the natural history quiz while we're here. I'll need to do Shield of Arav soon. Cetaceum Zermoli can help me with that eventually. But I can do that later, because that'll give some EXP. Quickly take care of all of these.
A barrel.
A barrel? I'm trying to think. Should I use the lamp on prayer? Because we're 300 points from our next relic. Um. Whoops, misclicked. So there's those. I'm getting Golden God later, but the thing is, I want the prayer so that I can do Scurrius super early. Because an early Scurrius is an extra early combat point. And I'm not sure what other, what other stuff I'll need here. I'm also torn, between doing Desert first versus, Fremennik first. I feel like Fremennik kind of gives more early points. Just because I get access to construction and bagged plants are Asgarnia, actually. Bagged plants are Asgarnia. The stonemason's Keldgrim, though. So I do get that is a super easy access, and that will be where I get all of my money from Golden God. So, yeah, probably Fremennik first. Also gives the easy stalls for thieving EXP. And The Dagannoth jewelry will be really good to have, but I won't be able to kill them for a while. Alright, I think that should be all of the plaques. Let's go talk to Orlando Smith and see. Alright, there's that. That's total level 250. Now we just need to slash a web in the Varrock sewers, kill a spider by kicking it. And that will be our next region unlocked. And while we're down here, we can kill a moss giant, probably, by just safe spotting it. I'm sorry, I have to. It's a task. Morality ceases to exist in the face of delicious task points. Right, there's that one. I wasn't set on kick. Let me do that. There we go. Kill a spider by kicking it. Woo. Alright, so now... we do our long and arduous task of doing this. I forget if we get Fremennik Trials completed for free, but if we don't, that's so much free bonus EXP we'll be getting right up at the start. And a whole lot of skills. There we go. Now we can cast Fire Strike. Ooh, 8 damage. Almost. Yippee! Not like this. Alright. Let's get our first range mastery point. And let's teleport out of here before we die. Kalia, hello! And thank you for the raid. You got here just in time. We're just about to unlock our next new area. Which in this case will be Fremennik Province. I can't speak. The Fremennik Provinces. There we go. How was your stream, Kalia? Was it good? Did you have fun? Did the Prince Persia? Also, for those of you joining me for the first time, I am Avery Alexandria, Owl Harpy Librarian, and RuneScape enthusiast. This is the reboot. He might not even be a prince of Persia. That's the title, though. Bury those bones for some EXP. Restore our prayer. Freaky Forester. Are you a task? Let's see. Three-tailed pheasant. It's a vibes-based reboot. That's kind of what it's been like with me being back to streaming now, too. Same owl you know and love as long as you squint. Alright, that didn't give us a task, but it did give us some immaculate drip. Uh, 220 points until our next relic. We should probably just fish. Whoops, I went down the staircase instead of up. Don't need this. Don't need this. We'll keep the bow. Don't need the clue. Alright, I think that should be okay for an inventory setup. We don't need the Chronicle. We'll keep the coins just in case we need them. And we'll throw the garlic in there for later for Vampire Slayer. Ah, there we go. Sweet, merciful inventory space. We have had a absolute lack of that this entire run so far. Because we just started this League's account out. So, for those of you who might not be familiar, such as those joining from Kalmia, the Old School RuneScape Leagues is a yearly event that happens where basically you get a hyper-accelerated EXP rate, and you complete a bunch of tasks to unlock up to 3 additional regions. You are region locked, and in those regions you can do all sorts of special little things to get more points to unlock relics. Relics will supercharge your account in terms of what you can do with them, and are completely broken compared to a lot of stuff that you'd be able to do in the main game. And basically, they're mostly for fun. You get to do a whole bunch of broken builds. Drop rates are ×5, your damage is through the roof. But the technical reward at the end is you can get a little trophy that showed how little of a life you had during this event. And also some fancy little cosmetics for your actual main game account. This is my second OSRS League account. My first one is already just about maxed out and is approaching best in slot gear, so I figured it would be very fun to do a second account, choosing a different combat style with different regions and some different relics here and there. And that is where our journey has begun. We are here at our illustrious total level of 293, with a lot of skills completely untouched, including the skill that will be our primary combat style. Alright, so let's catch a herring. Let's see. How many sardines do we need? 25 sardines. We need to cook 10 of them. Do we need to do anything with this herring? No. Anchovies. We only need to catch 1. And I think anchovies we get at level 15 fishing. We'll use the Lumbridge range to cook these sardines because that will give us a slightly lower burn chance. Once we hit level 15 fishing, we'll try for the anchovy. Oh, you need a level 25 fishing to catch those barehanded? Or fishing. 25. 27, and the skill is Hunter. If it wasn't obvious, the owl probably needs more coffee soon. Alright, level 15 fishing. We will net see if we can get ourselves an anchovy. Then we will go back with fishing until we have the 25 sardines. Because that'll be a couple points towards our next relic. Our next area is going to be a number of tasks off, but it should go relatively quick. Alright, there's those. Drop all the shrimp because we don't need them. Actually, we might need them. What level cooking? Oh, wait, no, we did cook assistant. We have level 15 cooking. We're fine. We have plenty of cooking to cook these. I always like fishing in RuneScape. It's so, like, just chill. You just sit back and relax. Bait. While we wait for this, let's actually take a look at what we have for the Fremennik provinces. Switch to the Lunar Spellbook, defeat a Rock Crab, defeat a Cockatrice, defeat a Pyre Fiend. Use the bank in Yatiso, Nedusnot, Lunar Isles, kill a Yak, chop down Arctic Pine, cut the Swaying Tree. I think that's the big tree up on the hill on the way to the Slayer dungeon. Alright, so far all of these are pretty straightforward. We should just be able to blast through those super quickly. Free use of the Blast Furnace, I think, is a money-based task, which we'll save for when we get our Golden God Relic. Troll, we can safe spot. Dagannoth might be a bit rough, but we might be able to safe spot that. These are all Slayer monsters. Dragon Axe we'll get from Dagannoth Kings. Depositing an item is fine. We can do that very easily. Kill 8 penguins within 5 seconds. We'll probably need some combat relics for that. Or combat masteries, technically. 20 buckets of sand is easy. There are a lot of hunter tasks in the Fremennik provinces, which is slightly unfortunate with us not having Animal Wrangler, but not too big of a deal. Stealing from the stalls will be easy because we have dodgy deals. More thieving tasks. Rune Dragons we're not going to be able to do for a while. Spellbook swap and Moon Clan teleport we'll get once our magic level is high enough. Defeating Vorkath we should be able to do relatively early, but we'll see. Those are all of the rings. Hopefully I remember how to do Phantom Muspah. 100 Mithril bars at the Blast Furnace will be easy. Alright, so we should be getting relatively easy points there. Unfortunately, there's no super easy 400-point tasks, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Once we have Golden God, we get a couple 400-point tasks super quick and super easy via construction, via the Brimhaven dungeon stuff. Because you can pay for permanent access for like 1,000,000 coins or something. And I think that's a 400-point task. Let's see. Tasks for Brimhaven. Let me put it to unlocked regions. Dungeon? Yeah, pay send it back for perm. Okay, so it's only 200. That's still easy points, though. Did we get the sardine task yet? Sardine. I cannot type today. 25 sardines. We still haven't. So we will just keep fishing. It's a slight slowdown of points, but not too big of a deal. Probably after stream, what I'll do is will probably leave this account for almost entirely on-stream progression. But since I have you all here, I would like to ask, what sort of content would you like for me to reserve for purely on-stream versus stuff you'd rather me do off-stream? Like, would you all rather that I do this entirely 100% on-stream from start to finish? Like, if I log out and log in, stream is live, we're going. And then you get to watch all of, like, the slower grinds, like, sitting there just grinding out 99 mining? Or would you rather I deal with the tedious stuff off-stream and basically we only have the, all-gas interesting content going for on-stream content? Because I think both could be valid. I guess technically one thing that would be nice about doing absolutely everything on stream is that I would have a full-length VOD of the entire league. You know, I think I will do it 100% on stream, because then I can, at the very end, finally dip my toes into video editing and make, like, a supercut of this league. And I think that would be fun. Oh, I keep dropping these instead of cooking them. Alright, so there's that. We have 40 mining. We could very easily just... Hi, Mom, I'm on the YouTubes. Not yet, you're not. I say I will simply rewatch through the whole VOD of the entire league and make a supercut. But I don't know. Alright, so let's see. What are our options here? We could go pickpocket ham members for clues. We only need 80 points until our next relic. So let's go do that while we have the inventory space. realistically speaking, the best bet would probably be for me to jot down timestamps of anytime anything interesting happens, and go from there. I need level 15 thieving to pick the pocket of the ham member. Whoops. Back up we go. Well, you know, I'll head back towards Lumbridge for this. I just need any random NPC to just pickpocket for a couple levels here. Alright, this fellow will be our pickpocket target. As you can see, now that we have dodgy deals, instead of getting caught, we just pickpocket forever. Well, forever with an asterisk. Once we have full coin pouches, we will lose that capability. And we'll have to open them and then click one more time, which is truly atrocious. $16 thieving. 17 thieving. We could go back to the ham hideout now. So let's do that. Open all the coin pouches and go back over. Is there a task for equipping a full set of ham robes? Nope, just for pickpocketing a ham member. And if we can get a steel pickaxe, that would be another task. We need to get rid of our echo pickaxe, but we can just throw that in the bank at some point. Another nice thing about dodgy deals is it pickpockets everything in a big AoE. So you can see all of those that just lit up, we get to pickpocket here. And we get a loot multiplier for it. What level is Thieving Guards? Is that 30? No, it's 40. So what we'll do is we'll stay here till we get a steel pickaxe, hopefully. There's Guam. So that's another task. Alright, there's steel pickaxe. Level 28 thieving. You know, we'll stay here till 40. It won't take us that long to get that, and then, we can just, from there, go and pickpocket a guard. So this fills up my inventory so quickly. We got what we came for. Drop this, don't need these. I'll keep that because that's a task. I'll keep the uncut opal because that's a task. Drop those, drop those. Keep the rest, I think. Alright, 50 points until our next task. And then we get our teleport relic, which is really nice to have. Let's see. Quest. Fremenic. Okay, so we do get, or Fremenic Trials auto-completed, unfortunately. We might be able to just go to the museum in Varrock, though. And, get some kudos rewards there. Deposit all. We can equip that as a body piece. We can grab a steel pickaxe because we need to mine a ore. And we can clean a Guam for some more points. We'll just clean all of them real quick. Do we have a chisel in our bank? Looks like no. Nope, no chisel. $40 points until our next relic. So we can mine that ore. We could go down and get a Dorgashun crossbow, maybe. We don't have the fishing to catch pike. Trying to think. Is there a task for burying bones? Just the... Let's see, what tasks do we have that are easy? Defeat a guard. We could do superhuman strength and improved reflexes. That's level, like, 20 prayer. Bird's nest, oak shortbow. Turn any log into a plank would work. And we could actually probably do the defeat the lesser demon in the tower. Am I winning? I am winning. Sorry, I was so just in the zone reading through the task list. My brain exited chat for a moment. We will need the mind runes, we will need the fire runes, we will need the air staff. We'll need a hammer. We can put this back in. We'll keep our short bow with us. We can deposit all of these, this. And deposit all of these. Grab all of our steel bars. Hit up the anvil over here, make ourselves some steel stuff, which we should be able to do at 30 smithing. We can then equip a piece of steel armor for a task, which will be some points. Then we can go to the wizard tower, we can kill the demon, and that should be our next relic. Alright, the anvil's outside. You can only smith bronze on this anvil? What a scam. Okay, well, off to the wizard tower we go. There should be an anvil in Draenor sewers, actually. I think we should be able to just go down there. Ow! The jail guard punched me. We'll get the wizard here, because then we can run up this way. We could also technically do Vampire Slayer while we're here, but that would take a little bit more effort. And I'd also want some food. We do have the sardines in the bank, though. Climb up, climb up. And we will set ourselves on defensive casting, because we want that sweet, sweet defense EXP. We are getting some nice big hits on this demon. Stretch while I'm at it. Yeah. And then we'll have our next relic, which will give us so much mobility around the world, which will help us dramatically. I forget if this is a 10-point or a 30-point task. If it's a 30-point, we get our next relic immediately. If it's a 10-point, we'll go and hit up the sewers for the anvil there. Sure was a 30-point task. Alright, we have to go back near the sage. Oh, that was actually multiple tasks. Nice. Drop our steel bar. Grab our clue compass. And now we have free unlimited teleports to so many useful places. We can't yet make any armor. We're gonna need some more smithing levels for that. Now we can. Huh. Does the med helm not count? Or did we already get the equipped piece of steel armor? Oh, it has to be a full helm. Which is level 37 smithing. That's fine. Get the task for making those bolts. And we are well on our way. We can defeat a guard for a task while we're here. We also now get all of that bonus combat EXP, which will be super nice. That also counts for prayer. Drop all those. Let's see. I need to go to the museum. I need to kill a guard. Let's kill the guard first while we're here. Hello, guard. How goes your day? Hopefully it was much better before this moment. The things I do for tasks. Alright, that's a couple more points. The easy the easy task's only giving 10 points. Kind of has the downside of not giving many points, but it does give a amount of task completion, which is very nice. Let's claim these lamps. Easy peasy. So we need a skill over level 30 to use that in. Or over level 20. And for this we need over level 30. So let's get our prayer up a little bit. Then we can get 43 prayer. We will simply safe spot some guards here. Maybe we should go kill goblins. Something tells me this may take a little while otherwise. Let's go to the lumberyard sawmill. Oh wait, I don't have an axe with me. I was gonna say we can make a plank while we're here for a task, but Crossroads. We can just go do chickens. Because we can bury bones, get to 20 prayer. Actually, no. We'll do goblins to see if we can get the chef's hat. Because we will need a chef's hat later for some tasks. So we can take care of that while we're here. And that'll get us some range levels out of the way. That will get us some prayer levels out of the way. And as soon as we hit 20 prayer, we'll be super in business. Like, technically these lamps would maybe be better spent on something like Herblore. Just to, like, skip over the super early levels with it. But I think having the higher prayer earlier will overall accelerate our progress more. Because having access to protection overheads will help dramatically. Why do I have hammers tagged as a ground item? Oh, right, because I was doing Chambers of Xeric earlier, and I forgot to bring a hammer in and needed it for the crab room. Thank you for the follow! That is a name. However, you do have the color correct. Purple is, in fact, the optimal color for absolutely every single thing. Alright, our ranged level's getting up there. Our prayer level will take a tiny bit longer, but I guess we'll kill these until we get a chef's hat or until we get 43 prayer. Oh, there's a chef's hat. Actually, wow, that might be the most below rate I've got on chef's hats ever hunting goblins. Usually I'm here for like 200 kills. Slowly dissociating, just waiting for a chef's hat to drop. I guess we could technically get a champion scroll here. Is there anything with particularly low defense that drops big bones that we could kill for some prayer EXP? I think it automatically completes Restless Ghost, yeah. Because that would be some early prayer EXP. It won't take us that long to get level 20 prayer. What quests did it complete? We should get a Dorgashun crossbow and some bone bolts. That'll be a good early weapon for us. Big upgrade over just a short bow with bronze arrows. The real question is, what's the agility level for the tunnel entrance? I don't know off the top of my head. But I can just head to the basement in Lumbridge Castle after this. We will need a little bit more thieving level for that, but that's fine. I think it's 36 or 38 for cave goblins. And then we can steal the bullseye lantern. 36. And that'll be a task. That'll also let us get a sapphire lantern, which will work really nicely. Because then we can do tormented demons later. Not now, obviously. We would be completely slaughtered, but... Wonder what the lowest I could do Scurrius would be. Two chef's hats. Wow. 12 prayer. Let's bury these, see what we get to. Level 14. We could safe spot some Tsar. That wouldn't give us prayer, though. Trying to think. Because we want combat level 100. Fire giants aren't over 100. Moss giants aren't over 100. Greater demons could be safe spotted, maybe. To the wiki I go real quick. Big bones. What gives... What has the lowest combat level that gives big bones? Level 30 ranged is nice to have. Lowest level over 100. Ice Troll Grunt. We're just gonna die if we teleport here. Nah, this puts us here. Trying to think. So we have Mountain Camp. We can teleport to the lighthouse. We could teleport into the jungle, which would kill us. We could go near Taibuwanai, which would kill us. Let's see what our accuracy is on, like, A to Czar. I need a good spot to safe spot one of these. You'll do. How long is this going to take me to kill? Probably quite a long time. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom while this does its thing. Be right back. Okay, so it looks like we stopped attacking because we leveled up our range. Whoopsie. Let me Hello. You know, at the same time, these don't drop any bones, which doesn't help with our prayer. chef hat and a red cape. Well, we happen to have both of those. Alright, Charlie, what do you need? And it better be an iron dagger, because that's the easiest for us to go get. Raw trout. Throw this clue scroll on the ground. We're so stylish. Right, we need big bones and or just regular bones. Get up for 2 seconds and I get completely distracted. Well, we will sneak our way past here. I think big frogs drop big bones. I'm not sure. It might be giant frogs only, but I think we can safe spot those. Now we're losing this fight to this frog really badly. There we go. Those are regular bones. I very much almost did get frogged. There we go. However, it might take us so much longer to kill this that the regular big bones would be better off. Ah, they're level 99. Why couldn't they be one more level up? We could get a task here while we were at it. Getting to Dorgesh Khan here. So if we just go north, I don't think the rock slugs are aggressive, right? This is taking a minute. I think once we have, like, around level 50 ranged and our overheads, we should be fine to get, like, a Scurrius kill. And just bring some food with us. What else do we have as our options here for combat level? I wish that didn't stop us from attacking. None of these are looking like particularly good targets. So maybe just like safe spotting greater demons or something will be our go-to, or just we'll safe spot the Tsar with like water spells or something. Are they weak to water spells? I would assume that they are. Tizharket. No elemental weakness. That's weird. No specific range defenses either. So yeah, that's probably what we'll just kill 10 of those once we have our, like, bone crossbow and stuff. Alright, so it's definitely better for us to kill just little things for the bones. But I'm getting those bones here. It's happening. Whoops. Let's see if we can go get a Dorgishan crossbow real quick. There's no wild beast here to avoid. I don't think there's one here either. Nope. Alright, sweet. Khazgar, take me here. Buy a Dorgishan crossbow. That should cover us in terms of bolts for a little while. Forget if one of these is a task. Is it Mithril ore out here? Why do they... Or maybe it was a task last league. It must have been last league. We don't have the thieving. So I forgot to go grab that before coming down here. So let's just go out to the Lumbridge Windmill. We'll finish off getting 20 prayer. We'll finish off getting 43 prayer. We should deal significantly more damage more consistently now with our upped range level and our much better ranged weapon. And as soon as we hit 20 prayer, we will get a massive EXP spike. Ba, 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 ba. Another clue scroll. Nice. I'll probably save clue scrolls until we hit Treasure Arbiter for the most part. And once we have Treasure Arbiter, we will just farm out and send so many clues. Because there are a lot of points tied up in clue scrolls. Alright, so there's almost 40 ranged. I don't know what our best ranged option would be at that point. We're probably just on bone crossbow for a while, no? Like, we could technically wield a magic shortbow, but we have no way of making it right now. you short bow. That might outperform the Dorgashin crossbow. Does that just sell in any shops? No. It does come from medium clue scrolls, though, so we will do a couple medium clues, probably. Because that's how we'll get our Scurrius bow. Level 19 prayer. Think 2 more goblins should do it for us. Bones. Bones. Berry, berry. And then we do that. And then we do that. And there we go, 49 prayer. That is a task. Now I'm trying to think. We need to kill something high level. Probably just the Tazar? And we'll just safe spot them. It'll take us a while to kill 10 of these, though. Because we need to defeat Scurrius, we need to defeat 10 of these. The Tsar Her are under the level 100 threshold. To the wiki, what else do we have? Like, these are easy, it's just they're not fast, you know? Our range and our combat level keep going up so fast that it's making it difficult to, like, check the wiki AFK while, this happens. Ooh, wait, I have an idea that could help us elsewhere in progression. We'll kill this one here first, but after that, we will be going to the Enchanted Valley. We can work on getting ourselves a rune axe for later, while also, getting our kill 10. These are taking a minute. Almost level 40 range, though. Oh, actually, one of our better weapon options could just be to level our smithing and our mining a bit more. And just make, like, mithril knives or something. That would probably go very fast. Because how do those compare to the bone crossbow? Let's see. Bone crossbow. Gives 42 ranged accuracy. And bone bolts give 49 range strength. Mithril knives give 10 range strength, 11 accuracy. They do go way faster, and the accuracy is less of an issue? I don't know. It's a tough call. We do need to get our mining up eventually. Same with our smithing. $91 tasks till next area, 870 points till our next relic, which would be Golden God. Because once we have Golden God, that's so many points, just front-loaded. Because we can go do construction right away. We can go, get Infinite Tokel, which is the currency here, and we can use that to buy all of the equipment from here, which will give us a huge point influx. We can get an Onyx, which will give us a point. So once we get Golden God, that basically will skip us up to the next tier very quickly. At which point we'll have Taskmaster, and we can just send so many clues so quickly. Oh, that was a task at least. Because what's our tier 2 range do? Increases our max hit in between attacks. Okay. You know what? I have no fear of death. And you know what that means. Let's put our precious chef's hat into the bank. We'll withdraw all of our sardines. What armor do we have on? Garbage, but we'll make it work. Will a maple shortbow be better for us than the bone crossbow? We don't really have coins. We'll make do with what we got. Let's see how poorly a Scurrious kill goes, just like this. I feel like it's gonna go so badly. I'll set that to be a one-click teleport out of here. Alright, let's see. We'll try and conserve our prayer here. Ugh. Not having left-click attack on Scurious is rough. This is gonna take us a while. I mean, we are lowering its health. Hmm. I don't know, chat. I don't know if it's happening. Because it is gonna heal. That was a really bad time for that health level up. Hmm. I don't know. Nah. We gave it an attempt, though. So I'd say probably like 50 or 60 range, depending on if we can get a better setup or not. Because we could get some green dragon hide. As soon as we have the coins for it. And that would give us a lot of extra accuracy. It would give us a lot of extra damage. I need somebody to pickpocket. I can't pickpocket guards yet. Let's go to Bob's Axes. We'll just pickpocket just some random guy. Up until we hit the thieving threshold. $30 thieving. Because once we get 40 thieving, we can just go to guards, and that will give us a lot of starting money. We can use that to go buy some green dragon hide. And then we should be in a good position. I'll probably wrap up kind of shortly here, though, because even though I was like, I'll start at 4:30 because I want to eat before stream, I completely neglected to eat before stream. So I'm actually very hungry right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll get ourselves to, we'll get ourselves up in thieving a tiny bit. There's something else that we could steal that would give more warriors. In Varrock Palace, actually. That'll be way faster. Teleport to the library. There we go, that's way better thieving EXP. And we can just do this until we hit 40. Avery? What? And listen. There's food downstairs that I can make. I just didn't, you know? These things happen. $35 thieving. Wait a second. I need to look something up. Crossbow stow. 49 thieving. Okay, that can only give us up to Mithril. So what are our options to get a rune crossbow? None of the shops have it in stock. So elite clues or steel dragons for crossbow limbs. I think our best bet is probably to skip over rune crossbow for now. $39 thieving. Open all of those, which is some more points. We'll need 810 to next relic. So that's not that bad. We can thieve guards until we can get our, green dragon hide. And I think this is our only, like, medium clues are probably our only option for getting, an easy yew crossbow? Or yew shortbow, rather. So otherwise we need 65 fletching, which won't really happen until we get, desert. Hello, Captain Arnav. Coins, ring, bar. Thank you. That's no points. Darn. What's our fastest smithing? I bet we can mine gem rocks out in Shiloh Village. And that will give us crafting EXP by the boatload. At which point we could technically do blue dragons. Because blue dragons would give us the high-level combat and also blue dragon hide. Where's our easiest source of blue dragons? Isle of Souls dungeon? Probably out on the Isle of Souls, yeah. So we could do that, get blue dragon hide, craft that, and that would give us just a ton of extra armor and accuracy. This at least is very good early money. What hunter for moonlight moths? Let's see. Butterfly net. Moonlight moths are 75. We'll quickly get our thieving to like 50. And then I quickly want to head out to Shiloh Village and test some stuff. Because if we can do that, that's a lot of mining EXP. We could just swap to knives as our main weapon. We have access to adamantite ore. Adding knives would probably be really effective. And I think we can just use those. We can use rune knives. But we would need to get our mining way up for that. Which wouldn't take that long with the relic. Here we go. 50 thieving, first level 50. And we will go to Shiloh Village. We will wield our Echo Pickaxe. We should get multiple tasks off of mining these gem rocks. Okay, yeah, this is actually a lot of crafting EXP. Look at our crafting down here. So we can use that for some free early crafting EXP. What level do we need to make blue dragon hide? 71. Oh, we don't have access to a hide tanner anyway. Until we get desert. Which will be our next region in 85 tasks, which won't take that long. So that won't be too bad. But I'd probably like to kill Scurius before we go to our next region, you know? So... oh my goodness, just gives so much EXP. The mining relic feels really nice to have. Let's see. We need to mine... mithril ore is at 55. So we could stick that out. Or we could go mine gold. There is a task to mine the gold up here, I believe, for the diary. And there's a task to kill a moss giant, too, while we're here, I think. We're no longer, like, pitifully low level, too, which is nice. And this will just give us a whole bunch of EXP. Oh, but the scorpions are gonna bother us here. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Killing one of these moss giants is a task. And then we'll probably run down to the general store over here. And pick up an anti-poison so we don't die. Hi, Final! How are you? Thank you for the raid. We're here, escaping our runes. Very hungry. Very hungry. Probably gonna end stream sorta soonish to go eat some of that food. Is this a task to equip one of these? Let's see. Looks like no, but that is some more defense, so we will wear that till we swing over this rope swing. Ouch. Alright, let's go get some anti-poison. Oh, we could do the gold ore in front of Sanibok, too. That would, have fewer poison scorpions trying to murder us here. Karamja, yes. This is my second Leagues account. This one's going to be a ranged-focused account. Buy 5 of those for now, and we'll buy some bread for some healing. Okay, so, I'm surprised that you're not actually, on the OSRS Leagues. They're really fun. So every year, Old School RuneScape does an event called the Leagues. You start out at 5 times EXP rate on a fresh Iron Man account. Iron Man, meaning you cannot trade with other players, etc., etc. You start out with 2 regions unlocked, Misthalin and Karamja. You can unlock up to 3 more over the course of the league. That EXP rate goes from 5x to 16x over the course of the league. And you also get access to relics as you earn points from completing tasks. Tasks can be all sorts of things, from punch a chicken to death to, like, complete the special challenge where you have to fight 6 Jads at once, and every time you kill one of the Jads, it spawns 4 additional Inferno mobs on the in-between. So there's a wide skill difference in terms of the total number of tasks, but there's also hundreds and hundreds of tasks. So you can very easily unlock everything without having to do the super, super hard tasks. With those points, you unlock relics. Relics are things like Power Miner here, which we started with. This gives us a pickaxe, which counts as a crystal pickaxe, but doesn't have any level requirement in order to use. If we fail to mine a rock, we have a 50% chance to say, no, we didn't. We actually succeeded. Anything we gather from mining automatically gets banked. We will not have a ore deplete until we have mined at least 4 ore from it. And it will also automatically smelt anything that we mine or cut any gems, regardless of crafting level, and send those to our bank. So, like, if we walk back out here near Sanibak and go to these gold rocks, there's 37 mining. You won't perma-die. You're an Iron Man, not a hardcore Iron Man. So you can die all you want. But yeah, the other thing that you get is your combat masteries. And what your combat masteries do is they make you incredibly powerful over the course of the league. So, like, I'm going ranged with this one. So, ranged, damage rolls beneath 30% of max hit is increased to 30%. So you always hit at least 30% of your max hit. When you hit, that is. Then the second range point gives you an additional increase to your max hit with each attack until it resets. Range 3 makes it so that your attack rate is 80% instead of 100%, so everything swings faster. Range 4 makes it so that every 5th range hit you heal 5 HP. Ranged 5 makes it so that your attack speed is doubled. And ranged 6 makes it so that you will never ever miss with ranged. You also get passives for having the tier. So, like, this gives me a 95% ammo save. This gives me 20% increased healing. 100% accuracy increase with all styles. Damage taken reduced by 15%. Prayer point gain boost by 25%. And 60% prayer penetration. So you get some really, really, really good options here. And it's really fun. So ranged, you get infinite accuracy. You'll always hit for at least 30% of your max hit. You will just deal so much damage so consistently. Melee, you get the ability to get echo hits, which they themselves can echo and deal additional hits. So the faster you attack with melee, the more extra hits you get, and you have these little ghosts come out and attack. And mage, you get to have higher max hits, but also, like, it has anti-synergies where the magic, the slower you attack, the more damage you deal, but also you still get the attack speed benefits. So it kind of feels a little bit weird. Like, it feels like Magic could have used a little bit more workshopping this league. Here, actually, I'll show off the masteries before I end stream here. There's 39 smithing. There's 48 mining. Do things change every league? Yes, they do. So there's also echo bosses, which, let me swap over my character account here. From Owly Avery to Avery Owly. And I can show off an echo boss real quick. This time for leagues, we have echo bosses, which are improved variants, or I guess not necessarily improved, but stronger variants of other bosses in the game. And some of them can get really tough. And they drop echo items, which can do all sorts of... Wrong world. I gotta switch to a league's world. Echo items can have all sorts of interesting effects. Like you have the dog sword that comes from Asgarnia, which combines every single god sword spec into one spec. So let me quickly go and do this. Deposit all of these. I will need 4 thralls. And then let's grab my gear out here. I will need Darox. I don't think Soul Heretic counts as a Slayer task, so I'll grab that. I withdrew all of my Echo Boots instead of 1. Alright, so... I don't know if I'm going to be able to just immediately pull off a kill on Echo Soul Heretic. It's a pretty hard fight, but we'll see. What else do I need for this? I need Anglerfish. I need Harem Wands. I'm actually just going to use a super combat potion instead of the super potions. I probably only need like 1 or 2 super restores. So like this is another relic here, the Banker's Note, which lets me note and unnote items in my inventory. So, like, I can go to a runecrafting altar with all of my pure essence noted in my inventory, and then just 1 tick unnote and, like, runecraft, and it's great. Grab a Ring of Dueling. Fortis Coliseum. I'm gonna deposit all of these. Unnote quantity we'll set to 6. I need the Echo Orb for Varlamore. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. I just don't, for the life of me, remember what it could be. We'll see, though. Turn on all of my prayers, and we'll just send a Echo Soul Heretic fight. This fight gets a little bit hectic, so I might not talk much for a second here. Ignore the fact that I'm going to be hopping all over the arena here because, or all over the screen, because my hotkeys for swapping my tabs are the same for throwing myself around the screen. So, there's a parry mechanic there. Alright, let's actually get some damage in here. Alright, now we have to deal with the things there. Alright, healing totems have been dealt with. Quickly eat a bunch. Top myself back off. I'm being very lazy because I have Banker's Note here, so... I keep throwing myself all over the screen. Quickly kill those. Heal up, dodge that. Ooh. Alright, so now we're in Last Stand. I'll swap to my Darox real quick. Swap back to my Sunfire Fanatic stuff. Completely whiff that parry. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of healing. I remembered what it was that I was forgetting. It was a ranged weapon to deal with the totems. Let me note all of this again real quick. We will grab out our Nature's Reprisal. And let's actually set my inventory up a little bit better for this. It's a quick fight because I am dealing probably upwards of like 6 or 7 times the damage that I would be dealing in the normal game. All right, let's try that again. This time I actually have my Nature's Reprisal, which will help significantly, because I can hit the totems from a range. Whoops. Alright, put my Nature's Reprisal on. I'll make sure that's actually set to... actually magic for the extra range. Do the parry mechanic. Swap back to my melee gear. Quickly do that. Get that back out. I get so lazy with the banker's note with food. It builds up so many bad habits. But it makes for otherwise what's a really hard fight, very relaxed. Alright, do that. Get my spear back on. Oop, I missed my prayer flick there. Let's heal up. One tick all of those. And now we're going to do something funny. We're going to die. Swap into our Darox. And get absolutely pathetic hits. Never mind. I still had this set on one-click teleport. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, anyway, that's Echo Soul Heredit. Now I will show you the power of attack speed before I go. Get out my full Blood Moon set. What has a lot of health? that I can just flurry swing at. Quaquaddle? Probably the Quaquat. Let's go out that way. I went to the Hunter's Guild instead. Whoops. Quetzalcoatl Gorge. Maybe I can get those last hides I need to. Because despite having absolutely no ranged perks, I could really use them for, Whoa, there's like a team there. They're doing stuff. Neat. Sorry, Niles. Get out of here. Oh yeah, that 21 farming, or 21k farming EXP drop. That's another relic I have. It lets me just have all of my seeds automatically plant. It's great, and it automatically harvests them. Oh wait, I need to set up a private instance here. Fight privately. Quick climb. So yeah, this weapon, you'll see the ghost there. Those are my echo hits. Look at how many hit splats I get with this. It's great. And the Sunlight Spear is unique to this league, too. And it has a special that lets me slam the ground to deal AoE damage, which feels great. It scales off of my prayer bonus. But yeah, it's quite possible to get hit splats well beyond, like, 4 hit splats at once. Yeah, let me summon out a Thrall to help me here. I don't think the Thrall will add meaningful damage here, but... it is what it is. Alright, now we can be nice and lazy on this phase. Yeah, I'm gonna summon a ghost instead. Sorry to all of the zombies out there, but ghosts are cooler than zombies. I do make the rules, actually. Alright, let's build our special attack hits back up before the tail comes out, because the Spear Slam does typeless damage, which means it ignores the tail's little damage resistance. Whoops, mistimed that. And now we'll put our Blood Moon back on. Oh, I didn't say that zombies aren't cool. I just said that ghosts are cooler than zombies. Yeah, see, look at how many hit slats come out there. Whoop, mistimed it again. I like the music of this fight. I wonder if I can get it to kill me for a last stand to proc. I'm just gonna stand here and see. Maybe I can just out-heal its damage with Amulet of Blood Fury. Hey, there's actually the rest of the hides I need. Nice. Slide on down. Whee! So yeah, it's really nice in Leagues to have just lots of very cool, like, different bonuses that all compound with one another. I'm looking really forward to having the range setup. But there's a lot of things that I have on this setup that I just won't have on range setup. Like, I'm not taking Slayer Master there, which makes everything you kill count as being on Slayer task. Both for drop rate and EXP gains, which is great. The red I need. And I think it's the hat that I need still. There's technically the Vambraces, but I have Gloves of the Damned, so I don't really need that. So if I can make the Vambraces, I can. Is that a task? Sure is. Alright, anyway. Given that I am very hungry, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see who is live for us to raid. And I'll be back probably tomorrow or the day after with more leagues, but on the ranged account. This account here, most of the stuff is just tedious grinds to, like... Oh, wait, there we go. Now you can see. Most of it is just tedious grinds to 99s and the last couple things that I'm missing. Because I am going for Dragon Cup on this account. And I only have 30,000 points, which means, whoa, I'm halfway there. Whoa, I'm living on a prayer. It's a lot of points. It's so many points. Why is it so many points? It's going to take me forever to get that many points. Anyway. No, we can't raid German 985 because then he might recognize me from when I ran into him in Vegas. I escaped with my life once, but would it happen twice? You never know. So, let's see. Who is live? You know what? Lofam's live, and Old School RuneScape is one of Lofam's go-tos. Plus, this will let us pass the owl raid on from Kalmia onto Lofam, and we'll just have all of the owls hand each other off. So, I will do this. I will see you all tomorrow, most likely, with more of this. Maybe the day after, depending on what I've got going on. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. I know a lot of random things happened and there was a lot of downtime in Leagues, so I do appreciate you all hanging out and chatting and spending time. It makes those tedious grinds so much less tedious. So please give Lofam lots and lots and lots of love. And I shall see all of you next time. Thank you all for watching. Love you lots. And hootaloo.